Just standing there watching it for a sec.
One of your coolest moments, I think, in the Sun Devil uniform to be able to do that and jog around the bases.
Yeah, no doubt. We needed a sweep, and I know we needed a sweep. So to be the guy to get that hit, it's awesome.
What kind of changed between the starting pitcher and when Agassi came in? What was he throwing that made it so difficult for you guys to catch up?
I just think that his changeup got me a little bit. That was it. If you got a guy who doesn't slow down his arm when he throws that changeup, that's the only difference. Sometimes you're out in front if you can't see it right away, and yeah, for me that's what it was. What about you?
Just wanted it a little too bad. I was seeing it like a beach ball, so I just wanted it too bad. Taking too big of swings, but I mean, have to always calm down and adjust, and so I think we did a really good job at that at the end.
Did it pay off in the 8th inning, or was that
100%.
kind of because you slowed down?
Yeah, I was a little more calm and trying to just stay within myself in that last at bat, knowing more of the pass it to the next guy kind of mentality, not trying to do anything too big. So just
Once I saw Toby hit that breaker out, I knew that guy's breaker wasn't on either, so I was just cheating to a fastball. So his breaker, because he got me on Friday or whatever, Thursday. He dismantled me. So I was like, I'm just gonna hit his fastball, nothing else. So got lucky.
You guys had a lot of success against Keating on Thursday night when he came in. Did you kind of smell blood in the water when he was warming up there in the 8th inning?
It's on you, man. You punched me out on Thursday.
no, I didn't face him either, but I mean,
I knew I wanted a piece of him again because I knew I wasn't gonna sucker for that slider in the daylight at least. So.
and I mean, I feel like we all knew what their bullpen had. We've seen them all, and so there wasn't anything there that was going to surprise us. And so, I mean, just for them to get another arm in, it's nothing different. We're all ready for it.
Connor, describe you as Smiley. I think he called you Smiley in the previous press conference. And you always have a smile on your face, it seems like, except when you're running the bases after a home run. Is that kind of on purpose? You like to act like you've been there before?
I mean, I guess I don't really think about it that much. Kind of excited in the moment, but yeah, I guess I try not to show too much emotion because that can always have some bad connotations, I guess. So I try to stay straight.
You guys have come close to finishing off sweeps of series, especially now that conference play is underway. But now to finally do it, how does it feel? And do you think the timing's perfect for getting on a run here before some big game series in the next week?
I think the timing is perfect. Just from an offensive standpoint, the way we're picking up our pitchers, I think that's going to give them more confidence and get them more comfortable, knowing they can trust their stuff. And then if they get hit around a little bit when they're in the zone, we can pick them up. That's the biggest thing is don't be too fine with it because what you saw today is the way they came back was free bases. So if we give them free bases, then that's how we're going to lose. And I can live with guys hitting us around a little bit, and then I think our offense is good enough to pick us up any day, any inning. So.
Yeah, I completely agree. I feel like we've known the whole season that it was going to have to be picking each other up, whether it's the pitchers picking us up early in the season when our bats aren't very hot or us picking the pitchers up. We know it's going to be a continuous streak. So just got to trust it, and it's starting to click, and so it feels really good to win.
Willie said yesterday that because of Kyle's great start, a lot of guys were able to be used again today. You guys had a huge arsenal. Really, any bullpen guy could go today. As you mentioned, some guys were walking guys, but was it fitting that Brock was able to be in there, be the guy to shut it down because he's been so consistent this year after you guys took the lead?
Yeah, it was nice how the move he made last night to take him out after 2 batters as well. I think that's something that we've been good at and we'll continue to get better at from like a coaching standpoint. I think the way we have a short leash with guys in order to play the matchups and look in advance, like for the next day. For example, what they did with Brock was perfect because he was fresh for today. And guess what? We needed him when we came back in the 8th, so that was big time, and I think that was a great move by our coaching staff.
Yeah, Brock had a huge moment today. I feel like our starters have done a really good job at keeping us in series because they're saving our bullpen, and so I feel like we're able to keep the guys that we need most in our bullpen fresh, and that's what gets us to Sunday in these late games like this. So props to our starters, and never miss a beat with Brock. I mean, we always trust him in those moments.
Yeah, and Adam start today. And it's been almost kind of a month since he's had a start of that quality. But what was it like just kind of being in the dugout with him and also just being in the field, seeing him pitch the way that he can pitch, did pitch at the beginning of the season? What was it like to see him get back on track?
Yeah, the way you know he's dialed in is when he starts talking a little bit. He's pretty vocal. I know the last few starts, he's kind of just been quiet and doing his own thing. But I saw some real emotion today, and that was the biggest difference. So play with emotion and have conviction on every pitch is pretty much what I saw today. I mean, he can obviously be better, he knows, but he's doing his best with what he's got, and if he can just focus on winning and doing all the right things like he did today, that's the goal. So
Yeah, we all know the talent's there with him. I mean, we know it can click at any moment. It's just a mentality thing today. A great mentality. He got right after it. So he's got to hope that continues for all of us, not only just him. I mean, mentality is the biggest game changer. If you're ready to play and ready to go out there and win, it's going to happen.
A lot of games this season and the season as a whole has been filled with wild kind of up and down swings. How do you, A, keep an even keel through those, and B, try to limit the downward swings going forward?
I think you just can't change in any situation, any moment. I know personally as a player, I do the same thing every day to get my body ready. Same routine. I know guys have their certain routines, but in order to keep your play even keel during those times, I think you have to do pretty much the same thing every day. Obviously, you can tinker with it a little bit, but have that same base, and the same base you can go back to. It keeps you mentally right, and just staying consistent is the biggest thing.
Yeah, routine is huge for a lot of guys, and then also just kind of keeping a short memory. If you have 2 bad at-bats, it's not something you can dwell on. I feel like taking it 1 pitch at a time is the biggest thing. So, I mean, you can pop up two times and hit a home run. That's just the way the game goes if you keep the right mentality and mindset.
I want to go back to the offense real quick. Over the past couple of weeks, it seems like you guys have really been clicking with the bats. Improvements in, a lot of the major statistical categories, average, runs per game, stuff like that. From your perspective, both of you, has there seemed like something like was it like a switch that flipped, or what's changed the last couple of weeks?
I think baseball it's a hard game, right? Our team is, I think, pretty stacked. Our lineup, I said it from the beginning, we got one of the best lineups in the Pac-12. You go Sean McClain, Ethan Long, Nate Baez, Connor Davis, and then all the freshmen we mix in there with them. That core wasn't really clicking in the beginning of the season, I'd say. I know Connor had a really good start to the season, but like the guys who have been coming on as of late have been Sean and Ethan, and those are big pieces to our lineup. They had a big role last year, and just from a on-field leadership standpoint, the way those guys are putting together quality at bats, it kind of feels the rest of the lineup. And then obviously you can't forget Ryan Campos. Guy's I think the most mature hitter on the team, from his takes to just the way he barrels every ball, and his body language in the box too. So just having that kind of guy to back them up as well, it's like, dang, we have to pitch to these guys like Sean, me, because we got Ethan, Connor, Campos. It's a mess for pitchers right now.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'll keep going back to the mentality thing. I mean, we all trust it, and we're all starting to get that killer instinct. I mean, we know that the guys out there don't have anything good enough to really beat us. So just have to trust our swing, and when we're clicking, it's tough to be a pitcher because you can't pitch around any certain guy to get to the next guy. 1 through 9, it's a really big threat. So I would hate to be a pitcher.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.